Trust is a tricky thing that you're giving to somebody, because when you trust someone, do you completely turn away from your own intuition and give it to somebody else? Are you codependent with somebody else when you trust them? Do you forget your sense of self and your perspective? Or are you able to trust somebody while also trusting your inner self? The inner child wants to be accepted, so that's why it so often rebels against the norm in order to try to create a sense of chaos to be seen, because maybe it doesn't feel seen in that moment, in that wave, in that timeline, in that reality. So the inner child becomes desperate to stand out and might do all sorts of inauthentic actions in order to get the attention, if even for a moment. Compatibility in relationships and even in friendships, it shifts. And over time, as we go through healing cycles and purges and merges and realignments through our psychological growth, mental growth and emotional growth and awareness, this is shifting our consciousness. And as our consciousness is shifting, the byproduct is our compatibility shifts as well. So not only do our attachment styles change, one day we may have been more comfortable in this anxious attachment space due to fear of abandonment because the past trauma has not been healed. But once that has been healed, the realignment towards secure attachment styles will also shift your compatibility styles. So if at one point you were compatible with going out during the nighttime to fulfill that anxious attachment style because maybe you had fear of just staying present and relaxing and going to a meditation or yoga class, this overexcitement of going out at night, maybe that has shifted your compatibility with partners and with friendships, and now maybe you prefer to not do that so much, and maybe you do prefer to spend your evenings perhaps differently, and this would nurture your nervous system, and this would inspire you to create more a discipline to achieve different things in your life. So compatibility definitely shifts throughout your awakening journeys. Matching up and seemingly being aligned in that moment where you feel it's kind of like synchronistic moments, it's just a spiritual opportunity to appreciate those cosmic wonders of the universe projecting itself into your inner child, into your higher self through your current reality. So it's an opportunity to just revel in it and to meditate in it and to ask for clarity, or to look for clarity if you're searching for answers about a specific topic. Why detachment might not be a healthy way to contribute to society, and we've discussed this before, and I have many clients with my life coaching and health coaching sessions that really want to understand why detachment is not healthy. And there are different ways and different levels to that, because some people, when they just came out of a trauma, they actually have to embody a touch of detachment to regather their center, to find themselves, to kind of collect their old fragments. So whoever is scared to start, I think, which is we're all scared to start something at some time. So I'd say feel really inspired that you're scared and keep going, because every time I did something, I was scared. It's like there's no way not to feel scared. That's an emotion that's kind of helping you over the hump. And once you get over that hump, the world from that space is so amazing, because you're going to kind of look at yourself in a new light. You'll be able to see all those different emotions you have gone through, and through just keep on going and taking those steps that you need to create something or to work on something, whether it is to audition for a dance that you want to do, or to take a class, or to learn a brand new skill, which is so, it sounds so scary as adults. It's super scary, but as children, think about how excited we were to start something new. We were just running towards the playground and trying to play a new game with our friends, or trying to do something fun. And I think we have to bring that childlike excitement back to ourselves as adults, because that's the only thing that's going to give us that energy and excitement to get over that hump of fear of failure. And there's no problem to have fear of failure. That's actually a great thing, and means you were on the right path. Because it's like, if you don't have that fear of failure, that means you're not even on the road to success. I think having failure is actually the number one contributor to your success, because you're already on the road, and that's a beautiful thing. So fear and failure, these are things that we go through, and it's not something that should keep us stuck and keep us feeling small or shameful, or like judging ourselves for it, because I know we can feel people's energy sometimes, or people's projection of their own failures on us when we don't succeed in something. But just like literally ignore that, because everybody is on the journey to learn more about themselves, and we're always learning about ourselves, what we're good at, what we can do better at. So whatever it is you want to do, take an internship, learn, ask questions, and keep going. As long as you have the inspiration, the motivation, the energy to keep going, you will create something beautiful within your reality. Is spirituality inherently order or disorder? If you think about the word spirituality, it's not a one-side thing, right? When we think of spirituality, we can see there are two sides: the light, the dark, the day, the night, introvert, extrovert, and love, hate. And the polarity is the awareness that spirituality encompasses all. So in order to have order, we have to have disorder. And I think the art of moving through the disorder and shifting into order, that challenges and tests your spiritual ability to go through the moving pieces of the shadow self, which is oftentimes unseen and unknown, and to kind of categorize those unknown aspects from chaos into order. And that's difficult. That's the journey of life itself. That is the spirituality. So I think sometimes we like to label things, and we want to label what is spirituality. Spirituality is seeing the disorder and seeing the order, and finding and navigating your way through, and trying to reach the top, trying to succeed, trying to work through something. That is the journey. And another thing to remember also is that it shifts all the time. Sometimes when you feel that you're fully in disorder, you might not even feel that order is just around the corner. So with energy, that is how shifts happen. From disorder, you can build order. And just as well, from order, you can fall into disorder. And we are trying to balance through all the polarities, all the cycles, all the integration. So inherently, spirituality is aiming to find a concrete balance and a functional state with disorder and order, hopefully leaning towards more of a cosmic order, so we can all work through the chaos and strive to be better